In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 5 best cards at each position right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. So I'll be going over who are the top 5 best point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and setters right now in my team. So let's start with the point guard position, and at number 5, I do think the 5th best point guard is going to be 100 overall Ben Simmons. Now, that's mainly due to his height being 6'10" at point guard with a 7-foot wingspan. There's a lot of other point guards you could consider for the number 5 spot. Cards like LaMelo Ball, I could definitely understand that argument. Even cards like Devin Booker, Vince Carter, those invincibles are all very good. But the reason why I'm taking Ben Simmons over those cards is the fact that he is 6'10" at point guard with that 7-foot wingspan, one of the best player models in this game at the point guard spot. His defense is off the charts, just unbelievably good. He is so good at slashing to the basket. His animations running to the rim are just unstoppable, and he does have decent sigs as well for a Ben Simmons card. But I do think overall he's the 5th best point guard in this game. Now, number 4 is going to be Invincible Magic Johnson, and the reason again for this card being ahead of like a LaMelo Ball, a Jimmy Butler, some of the other invincible point guards that are very good is because of his size. He's 6'9" at point guard with a 7'1" wingspan. He's going to have those best dribble sigs in the game. Darius Garland dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Kemba escape, Trey behind the back. He's got all the sigs you'll pretty much need. Pro 2 fade obviously is the best fade in the game, and then he has a good jump shot. It's not like my favorite release in the game, like the Seth Curry upper honestly isn't that great in my opinion, but I do like the base of Peja Stojakovic. So I think it's a good jump shot. I don't think it's incredibly good, but I do think because of his size and those dribble sigs, he's going to be the 4th best point guard in this game. Number 3, I do have as actually surprisingly enough, the first go point guard, or I guess him and Dwayne Wade were the first go point guards in this game. But yeah, Michael Jordan is only at number 3. And you're probably wondering, well, how is that even possible since he's like, you know, perfect. He's 6'6" at point guard, 6'11" wingspan, every single legend badge in this game, 99 every single stat. But the jump shot for me, guys, honestly, is good, but it's not like incredible. I honestly don't believe it's that great of a jump shot on MJ. His release can be inconsistent at times. Yes, it's a good jump shot, 100%, but the reason why I also have cards like LeBron and Nikola Jokic over him is because of their size. You have to remember, he's only 6'6" at point guard compared to a 6'11" Nikola Jokic and a 6'9" LeBron with some of the best player models and defensive animations in this game that both these cards do end up getting, and I think their jump shots are better. Honestly, they have the same sigs, the best dribble sigs in the game. They have honestly better jump shots in my opinion than Michael Jordan, and they also have more size. So to me, it's a pretty easy, ranking of MJ below LeBron and Jokic, but these are going to be my top 5 point guards right now in my team. Time to talk about the top 5 best shooting guards in this game, and at number 5 is actually going to be one of the few dark matters in these top 5 lists, and that's going to be Dark Matter Cedric Maxwell, because I'm telling you guys with this card, he is basically an invincible card. Because at number 2, or number 4 I should say, the second card we're going to talk about at number 4 is Invincible Dr. J. And if you compare these cards, they are basically the same card. Now obviously Dr. J is going to have better stats and he's going to have better badges for sure, right? He definitely has a slight edge there, and that's why I'm ranking him as a better card. When you look at the animations, it comes down to whose jump shot you prefer, because they have the exact same dribble sigs, and actually Cedric Maxwell does have the much better moving step back, so that's a nice sig to have, over Dr. J. So for me, it's a close comparison because I would take that better step back. I think their jump shot is very similar of whose jump shot I do like more. Probably give the slight edge still to Dr. J, but they're both 2 top 5 shooting guards in this game, 1000%. Number 3 is going to be the Invincible Tracy McGrady, just because of his size. I mean, he has a little bit of that size advantage over a card like Dr. J. He's similar in size, but has a longer wingspan compared to Cedric Maxwell, and this card does have a great player model in this game. His sigs are obviously the best, also with that Zach LaVine moving step back. The Curry fade, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it. I feel like it's maybe not as consistent as the Pro 2 fade for me personally, but also at times it can be really overpowered and broken. And then he does have a great jump shot. Maybe not my favorite release in this game, and that's why he's only at number 3, because a card at number 2 is literally ahead of T-Mac just because I prefer their jump shot more, and that's going to be Invincible Rudy Gay. The only thing that I think Rudy Gay is better at than Tracy McGrady is literally just the jump shot. I prefer his jump shot more. Again, the Pro 2 fade's probably a little bit more consistent in my opinion, and that's about it. Everything else is the exact same when it comes to Rudy Gay Invincible and also Tracy McGrady Invincible. But guys, at number 1, it still has to be Invincible Kevin Durant. This card is 6'10" at shooting guard with a 7'5" wingspan. That's pretty much the only difference, is the fact that he's taller, has a longer wingspan compared to Rudy Gay and also Tracy McGrady. Talking about the top 5 best small forwards in this game, I would say one of the most stacked positions in this game, because at number 5, we basically have LeBron's invincible, but at the small forward position, and that's going to be 100 overall LeBron. He has arguably a better jump shot than his invincible card, which we said was the second best point guard. He's got just the same dribble 6, he's got the same fade, he's literally the exact same card without the legend badges. So I mean, that is a huge loss, but without the 12 legend badges, and now that he's at small forward, they are the exact same card. But this card is unbelievably good, and I do think he's the 5th best small forward. Number 4, this is where we just get to the stack cards. The fact that invincible Giannis is only the 4th best small forward in this game. I'm telling you guys, these next 3 cards are pretty much all on the same level, and you can rank it and however which way you want to, because they are genuinely so good. But this Giannis card is 6'11" at small forward, 7'4" wingspan, has a great jump shot, Pro 2 fade, the best SIGs in the game besides the Zach LaVine moving step back, but he's just unbelievably good. And it's crazy to say that he's only at number 4, but again, it's one of those rankings where I can understand if you wanted to put Giannis at 1, but I could also understand if you wanted to put Giannis at number 4, just because of how good these next 3 small forwards are. So the way that I have it ranked is I do have Kevin McHale at number 3, mainly due to his 7'11" wingspan. That's just unbelievable to have. Also, I do feel like his jump shot is a little bit better compared to Giannis's. His defense is slightly better. Now at number 2 is going to be a card that is just like the best 3 hunter in this game, and that's going to be invincible Bob Pettit. And then at number 1, I do have the GOAT Kevin Garnett. So these are my top 5 small forwards, and I'm telling you guys, 1 through 4, there's not too much of a difference. They're all top tier invincible cards, so they're all obviously, you know, top tier GOAT cards. KG is 6'11", so I do value that size. Also with his player model, his wingspan, and he's a GOAT card, so those 40 legend badges do make quite a big of a difference. And I feel like him and Bob Pettit, it comes down to, if you're looking for like a straight up 3 hunting guard and a card that could really handle the ball and have a fast jump shot, then yeah, you go for Bob Pettit. If you're looking for more of the well-rounded cards that can just do everything at a much higher level with longer wingspans and better player models and taller, then you look at a Kevin Garnett, a Kevin McHale, and a Giannis because of their size. But again, it's a very close ranking for me, but these are my top 5 best small forwards. Now, talking about the top 5 best power forwards in this game, we're actually going to go from number 5 to number 1. Or we're going to go from number 1 to number 5, just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand why I do have these cards ranked in this order. So with Invincible Kristaps, I'm not going to be counting the Wembanyamas of this world, you know, his Invincible Wemby, and I'm not going to be counting the GOAT Kareem for power forward. And the reason for that is because I wanted to not have them on both lists, even though yes, you could run Kareem and Wemby at power forward and they can be extremely overpowered there for sure. But I wanted to be able to include more cards in these top 5. So for example, my top 2 power forwards are going to be Kristaps, and they're also going to be Shaq. And the reason for that is because I wanted to have, you know, these guys ranked higher, you know, and have some other cards being able to put into this top 5 instead of having, you know, power forward Wemby and center, and then Kareem at power forward and center, taking up 2 spots on 2 positions when I want to be able to include more power forwards in this game. That's why also Dikembe Mutombo, I chose to put him at power forward, even though yes, you can run Dikembe at center and he can be a top tier center in this game, but I'm choosing for the best positions in this game, the best cards at these positions. I wanted to have Dikembe Mutombo at power forward, because then he can also allow, you know, cards like Will Chamberlain to get shown that love, because he is so good at power forward. And then also maybe as a bit of a surprise, but Serge Ibaka, I got to talk about the Serge Ibaka card, because I was going to put Pro Pass Tim Duncan or maybe 100 overall Miles Turner here at the number 5 spot, but this Serge Ibaka card is genuinely unbelievable. 6'10" at power forward, 7'4" wingspan. His animations are literally the best dribble sigs in this game. Pro 2 fade with a really good jump shot. His height's really good, 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. Maybe not height really good, but his wingspan's really good. I do think he's got a great player model. But yes, I will be talking about the top 5 centers now here, but these are the top 5 best power forwards, even though yes, I understand Wemby and Kareem can also play the power forward position. Now, talking about the last position when it comes to the top 5 best cards at each position is going to be, of course, the top 5 best centers. And this is why also I wanted to do something like this to allow cards like Zach Edey to get shown that love at the center position, to show love to cards like, you know, Mark Eden, because Kristaps and Shaq are probably better, and even Dikembe Mutombo are better center cards than Mark Eden and Zach Edey. But I feel like if you're going to play Shaq, if you're going to play Dikembe or Kristaps, if you can, you'd probably want to run these cards at power forward. But it's sort of that thing where you can play either card at each position. If you wanted to run Kristaps at center, he can be a top tier center. If you want to run him at power forward, he can be a top tier power forward. But I wanted to include some more names just so you guys can get a more range of cards that I do think are top 5 at each position. So these are going to be 2 giant centers. I mean, Zach Edey 7'5" with a 7'10" wingspan. Mark Eden 7'4" with a 7'8" wingspan. Now to talk about like the 3 best cards in this game, because these 3 cards are just unbelievably amazing. It's gonna be Yao at number 3, 100 overall card, Go Kareem at number 2, and then Invincible Wemby at number 1. So yes, like I said, Wemby and Kareem would also be the 2 best power forwards in this game, and then you would just slide Kristaps and Shaq to number 3 and number 4, and then I guess put like the Dikembe Mutombo at number 5. But then we wouldn't be able to talk about, you know, Will Chamberlain, Serge Ibaka, and if I put Kristaps and Shaq, you know, over Mark Eden and over Zach Edey, then these cards wouldn't get to, you know, be showcased as, you know, potentially top 5 cards in this game. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about when it comes to those rankings. But these are going to be my top 5 best point guards, top 5 best shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. Let me know what you guys think about these lists down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.